And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Oh, got a piece of it. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, that's fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now well into his 30s, is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better. How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Gary Payton second. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The 12th overall pick in 2022. Jalen Williams, what a find by the Thunder, Doris.
This is so exciting for this organization because even though J-Dub went to a mid-major school, he wasn't a big high school recruit, he ended up being second in Rookie of the Year voting. He's getting better and better. He has got an unbelievable future.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Now Whiteside. Clock at 6. Williams misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Curry drives in. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
And Allie, thank you for that. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. The three from Curry.
The defensive end of the floor is what started Lou Dort's getting minutes, and this guy's so difficult to score against.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The Warriors leading. And he jams it home with authority.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. And Slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Green, a screen. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
That's tipped. Payton with a steal. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. It's Dort on the wing. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Curry. In transition, here come the Warriors. There's a double team with Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Whiteside. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Butler up top. Here's Green. Soft touch off the glass. Green's got a second bucket on the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dort outside. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. No good there. Green with the defensive effort. Launches a three. The shot no good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading.
The Thunder, 11.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here's Butler. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Outside, Butler. Shot clock at 6. Misses the layup.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Here's Curry. Back to Payton. Outside Curry. Down low. Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Caruso.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Garnett. To the middle. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Well, the 5th player in NBA history to log more than 50,000 minutes. KG still getting it done inside.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Number 8, Jalen Williams.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Curry. And it's rejected. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Pass to Williams. It's stolen by Curry. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
To the inside. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woohoo! That's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Pass to Garnett. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
There's a screen. Now Wallace drills it from deep. Wallace has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Oklahoma City making a switch here. The Warriors trailing. Outside heel. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Healed on the wing. Pass to Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Ooh, it's stolen away. To the paint. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Over to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Wallace misses. Right side, Kuminga. Who poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. Out to the right wing. Now here's Wallace. He's got 6. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Pass to post. Now Pajimski. Williams defending. Right side Pajimski. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Wallace. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Butler with the ball. Pass to Garnett. Driving inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, the length and intelligence of Kevin Garnett still making an impact at the rim.
It's Dort on the wing. No good on the three. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. It's a one-point game. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Outside Payton. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Shot from the top of the key. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's Curry. Oh, serious focus from Curry.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Dort, back to Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Curry, that's good.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Now Dort. There's the steal. And here they come for the finish. Butler gets all the way to the cup.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
Back to Holmgren. Count it, and the foul. It's on Stephen Curry.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And it's Green missing. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. The Warriors lead by 3. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. That one misses for Curry. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Here's Williams. The rebound by Payton.
Timeout.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. The Warriors lead by 5. Back to Pajemski. Pass to post. Here's Kuminga. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to Hield. Here's Post. Williams grabs the board.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Williams. The shot comes out. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
From deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Post. And here's Pajemski. Still no points. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Williams. Now here's Wallace. Offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Hardenstein's got his first bucket in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Warriors on top, up by 5. And we'll be back right after this.
The Thunder's 36.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thank you for that, Allie. And that one, good.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Pass to Payton. Here's Curry. Outside, Green. Off target from three-point range.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. The Warriors pull it in. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Payton's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing four in the league. Unreal court vision.
To the paint. Here's Dort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
On the wing, Curry down low. Outside Payton. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Curry takes it in. Outside Payton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Whiteside. Thunder trail by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen by Whiteside. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Outside Butler. To the middle. Stolen by Whiteside. To take the lead. And it's Williams with the bucket inside. And the Thunder lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Golden State with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Williams from long range knocks down the long J. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
And the call over the back.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Shooting 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
What you love about Lou Dort is this guy seizes an opportunity early in his career. He is always searching for ways to improve, and we know what a force he can be on the defensive end.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer. They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Pass to Kuminga. A minute 15 left in the fourth. Here's Green. Oh, Green dropping the hammer.
Draymond Green never backs away in big possessions. In fact, you get the sense this guy loves the spotlight.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his third foul of the game. 58 seconds left in the game. Outside Butler. To the inside.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Oklahoma City basketball.
So it's Oklahoma City now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Williams. From down in the low post, it goes.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Here's Butler. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
You can see it from the moment he caught the basketball. Jimmy Butler delivers again.
Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Williams. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Thunder lead by 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Warriors basketball.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Green from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so the Thunder take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it.